When people think about the Persian Gulf, they often picture massive countries with vast oil reserves and endless deserts. But right in the heart of the Gulf lies a much smaller nation that has played an outsized role in trade, finance, and regional history: Bahrain. Despite its size, Bahrain has long been a crossroads of civilizations, a center of commerce, and today a country navigating the challenges of modernization in a rapidly changing world. So what makes Bahrain unique? And how is it preparing for the future? In this video, we'll explore Bahrain's geography, its people and culture, its evolving economy, and what lies ahead. Bahrain is an archipelago located in the Persian Gulf, just off the eastern coast of Saudi Arabia, and connected to it by the King Fahd Causeway. The country consists of more than 30 islands, although the majority of the population lives on the main island, also called Bahrain Island. Covering roughly 780 square kilometers, Bahrain is one of the smallest countries in Asia, but its location has made it incredibly important throughout history. For centuries, Bahrain sat along major trade routes connecting Mesopotamia, India, and the Arabian Peninsula. This strategic position helped it become a hub for merchants, sailors, and cultural exchange. The terrain is mostly flat and desert-like, with sandy soils and very little vegetation. The highest point, Jebel ad-Dukhan, also known as the Mountain of Smoke, reaches just over 130 meters. Fresh water is scarce, and Bahrain has no rivers or lakes. Instead, it relies heavily on desalination plants and underground aquifers. But Bahrain's surrounding waters are rich in marine ecosystems, historically supporting its famous pearl diving industry, which once made it one of the world's leading sources of natural pearls. Today, land reclamation, creating new land from the sea, has expanded Bahrain's coastline and made room for urban development, infrastructure, and artificial islands. Bahrain's population is around 1.5 million people, but what really defines the country is its diversity. A significant portion of residents are expatriates, particularly from South Asia and Southeast Asia, giving Bahrain a multicultural and multilingual character. Arabic is the official language, but English is widely spoken, especially in business and education. Islam is the dominant religion, and Bahrain has both Sunni and Shia Muslim communities. This mix has shaped the country's social and political landscape over time. Culturally, Bahrain is known for being relatively open and tolerant compared to some of its neighbors. You'll find a blend of traditional values and modern lifestyles, women participating actively in education and the workforce, and a growing arts and cultural scene. Hospitality plays a major role in everyday life. Family ties are strong, and social gatherings are an important part of Bahraini culture. Historically, Bahrain's identity was closely tied to pearl diving, fishing, and trade. Before oil, pearls were the backbone of the economy, and Bahraini pearls were considered among the finest in the world. Today, that heritage is preserved through museums, UNESCO heritage sites, and cultural festivals. At the same time, modern Bahrain features skyscrapers, international restaurants, shopping malls, and a lifestyle that reflects its global connections. Bahrain made history in 1932 when it became the first country in the Gulf to discover oil. However, unlike some of its neighbors, Bahrain's oil reserves are relatively small. This forced the country to think ahead and diversify its economy earlier than others in the region. Today, Bahrain's economy is one of the most diversified in the Gulf. One of its strongest sectors is finance. Bahrain has established itself as a major banking and financial hub in the Middle East, hosting both conventional and Islamic financial institutions. In addition, Bahrain is home to one of the world's largest aluminum smelters, making aluminum production a key industry. Tourism is also growing, supported by Bahrain's historical sites, cultural attractions, and major international events like the Formula One Bahrain Grand Prix. Its connection to Saudi Arabia via the King Fahd Causeway also boosts retail and weekend tourism. Logistics and transportation are expanding as well, with Bahrain positioning itself as a gateway between the Gulf and global markets. Overall, Bahrain's strategy has been clear: reduce dependence on oil and build a more resilient service-based economy. Looking ahead, Bahrain faces a mix of challenges and opportunities. One of the biggest challenges is sustainability. Limited natural resources, especially water, and the threat of climate change, including rising sea levels, pose real risks. Economic competition in the region is also increasing, as neighboring countries invest heavily in similar sectors like finance and tourism. But Bahrain is actively working to stay competitive. The government is investing in digital transformation, fintech, and innovation, aiming to position Bahrain as a leader in financial technology in the region. Renewable energy projects are also being explored to reduce reliance on fossil fuels. Education and workforce development are key priorities, helping prepare citizens for jobs in a more technology-driven economy. With its history of adaptability and its strategic location, Bahrain has the potential to continue evolving and finding its place in a changing global landscape. Bahrain may be one of the smallest countries in the Middle East, but its impact and story are anything but small. From its role in ancient trade networks to its modern position as a financial hub, Bahrain shows how geography, culture, and strategy can shape a nation's path. As it looks toward the future, the country's success will depend on how well it balances tradition, innovation, and sustainability. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into countries around the world.